Hi, this is Larry Fitzgerald. You're watching Bay Area Sports Wrap.
We have forward Jeremy Ebobisse with us today for Postgame press conference. We will start with questions from the floor. We'll start with Paulo Marie, El Show International.
Congratulations on the win and the goal. How important was your responsibility in this game, and how you guys overcoming challenges from previous games for tonight? Thank you.
Yeah, I think when you start the season with consecutive losses, it's easy to create a hole, and a hole that lingers and ruins your year before it even really starts. So to stop the bleeding, I think, was very important. And now we have to continue to stick together and find a way to get results on the road, because having dropped a couple home games, that means that you have to make up those points on the road. And the only way to do that is by working hard, trusting each other, and getting it done, whoever's on the field, whenever they're on the field.
Next, we will go to Jeff Wangzimmer.
Hey, congrats on the win. Y'all won't lose in that match today. I mean, talk about the mentality of when they pulled back those two, and then pretty much right after the kickoff to reset, get the go ahead. The attacking mentality seems a lot more direct these last 2 weeks now, as in a sense where it seems like you have nothing to lose and just kind of going after it. Is that the idea going kind of these last couple weeks?
Yeah, beyond the last couple of weeks, we've been trying to unlock something about our attack. I think we can sit back and reflect that we haven't scored the amount of goals that we've had in the past, and so finding ways to do that with the personnel that we have from back to front has been a priority, especially since the season started, but into preseason as well. And it's tough to give up a 2-goal lead at home, but we know that the game is 98 minutes, as we've given up goals in stoppage time as well to lose points. So we knew that the points were still on the table, and we wanted to go out and get it. This time around, we did manage to get the job done, and we're going to have to find a way to do that again in Houston, which in my 8 years in the league, I've never won in. So I'm looking forward to hopefully a first time.
Does a night like this build that confidence in a sense? I mean, Eagle night, the best production of the season so far. Does a night like this kind of build that confidence on the attacking side going forward?
I think anytime you see the ball hit the back of the net, and you can see it 3 times in one game, it's going to give you a little bit of confidence, but it's important to keep it in context as well. When we were 0-4, that was not the end of the world. That was not the end of our season. And just because we won one game at home, and what ended up being a nail-biter, does not mean that we're flying and without restraint. So keeping it all in context, appreciating the good from today, learning from the bad, and then finding a way to capitalize on the next opportunities is going to be very important.
Thanks.
Next, we'll go to Marko Vukovic.
Jeremy, when you look at the way this game unfolded, you guys get the first 2, they come back, and then you sub in, and it just seemed like you got that instant, like, pep step going into that drive that Christian came in and you finished off right there. So when you see that, do you know that you're going in, you're going to get that chance right there?
Yeah, I think I know who my teammates are, and I like to think that they know who I am. So when certain situations present themselves, I think we have to maximize them. We haven't really gotten that the first 4 games this year, but in the first half, I thought there were some promising opportunities with the personnel that we had on the field, and in the second half as well. As we started to make more and more changes, we saw that even if the attacks looked somewhat different based on what the game was presenting, we were still able to be dangerous and to put them under a lot of pressure. So I think there's stuff to lean into and find a way to replicate.
Next, we'll take a question from Kevin Nguyen.
Hey, Jeremy, sorry I didn't hear the questions before, but how do you think the new injections into the lineup did today, how they changed the kind of energy on the field, and what was it like for you kind of coming on late?
I think anytime you throw new faces into lineup, you're going to have motivated individuals who want to make the most out of their opportunity, and that's what drives the team forward. If someone's coming into the lineup and does not feel like it's their chance to cement that spot, then frankly we don't have the right balance on our team of guys who are hungry, ambitious, and want to play and push the team to the top. So I think that the guys who come in are going to do what they do, and they put us in a great position to win the game. Again, it's a 90-minute game, so there's a lot of back and forth, and it was a little bit more complicated than anyone would have expected, but when you're on the field, you have to try to make the most of it, and I think everyone did from every position.
And then last one, sorry. Was it Preston who left on your back after the final whistle? Somebody, I just saw somebody leap on you. Can you kind of tell us a little bit about that moment, what they say to you, and you know?
Yeah, no, that was Preston. I mean, I think it's a mutual respect that we have amongst each other, not just me and Preston, but a lot of the guys in the locker room. We know that we all want to be on the field, and we're going to make the most of it when we are on the field. But that doesn't mean that we have to, wish ill on our teammate. We're all driving this ship forward together, and as long as we're all here, then we need to have each other's backs. Because taking a step back, like if the situations on field are poor for one striker, they're probably going to be poor for the striker that comes in. So, like, even if you want to be in the best position for yourself, you have to acknowledge that when things are going right, that should be an opportunity for them to go right for you or for whoever else comes onto the field. So we're together, and we'll continue to be.
Talking about Preston, I mean, he really kept that defensive line busy tonight. I mean, watching from the bench, seeing how he kept Seattle's defenders with runs, very offside. How did you feel that sort of maybe affected Seattle's defense, maybe softened them up a little bit, so when you got in the game, things might have been a little bit different than if you'd started that game?
I think there are a number of ways to soften up a defense, and each individual is going to use their skill set to do so. I think Preston did that tonight. I think our wingers did that as well. It's a team effort. It's not just one person. It's the service coming into the striker in that situation as well, so that the defense has to honor those runs. So it's a credit to the team for maximizing the skill set that was out there and finding a way to get up 2 goals in the first half, and then, again, finding a way to see the game out.
Hi, this is the voice of the San Jose Earthquakes, Ted Ramey, for Bay Area Sports Wrap. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.